Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go live in just a few moments. Please stand by. Welcome to our Saturday morning presentation, our financial makeover webinar. Guys, we're going to get started in just a few moments, making sure we get chimed into all of our social media platforms. Hopefully everyone is doing well. We got some exciting information we're going to be sharing with everyone. Please stand by. All right. Welcome again, everyone. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started in just a few moments. Please stand by. Presentation, our financial makeover. All right, here we go. Very quickly, guys, first and foremost, welcome to our live. We have folks coming in onto our Zoom, as well as we have individuals who are on our YouTube page and our Facebook page. Welcome. Want to encourage you to send a quick message out to your teammates or actually to your guest and remind them about today's webinar. And if you are a guest, I want to encourage you to send a message to whoever invited you on so that they know that you're present. And I want to encourage you to thank them in advance, because we're not inviting everyone. We're just inviting select individuals who we think is open to opportunities, who's sick and tired of being sick and tired and truly want to take control of their financial future, guys. So if that's you, hey, welcome. All right. So real quick, we're going to get into a presentation. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I want to do more of a conversation more so than a presentation. So bear with me in that journey. Before I jump into that, let me introduce myself quickly. It's Benjamin McCray here in Charlotte, North Carolina. My background is an entrepreneur. This is what I do. I am an entrepreneur advocate. I am very passionate about individuals going into business for themselves. And I strive to line myself up in a financial space because I truly believe that individuals, our people are perishing due to lack of financial knowledge. So I'm going to talk about how we're helping individuals keep more of their money, showing individuals how to become first generation millionaires and setting up legacy for many generations to come. So guys, grab a pen and a piece of paper, turn off all distractions for the next few minutes that we spend together. And then afterwards, I'm gonna put this up front. If you're a guest afterwards, we're simply gonna ask you to make a decision. You know, sharp people make decisions when they gather all the facts. That's my job. My job is to give you all the facts. And then afterwards, it's your job to make a decision whether you want to participate in this amazing program or not. That's it, yay or nay, all right? And we'll ask for that decision afterwards, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump into it, guys. First and foremost, we're going to talk about money. And whose money? Your money, guys. Most individuals are making decent money, but what they have is a cash flow problem. Here's the reality. You either have too much cash flow, not enough cash flow coming in, or too much cash flowing out. That's simply a reality. And most people want to know how to increase my cash flow coming in and reduce my cash flow going out. But unfortunately, here's the reality. And I'm seeing it all over the place. And I've been a victim where we're taught to work hard. You want to make more money, work harder. You want to make more money, get a second job. You want to make more money, get another business. And here's the reality, guys. I've never met a person who worked hard and became, well, there's nothing wrong with working hard, but you know, 2 jobs are for 2 people. I'll say that again, 2 jobs are for 2 people. And most individuals, if you don't solve the cash flow problem, which is bad credit, bad debt, overpaying on taxes, things that take your money out, no matter how hard you work, it'll never continue to flow and put you in a position for overflow. And it's that extra, that discretionary income, that overflow income that puts you in a position to save, invest, and build generational wealth, guys. So, you know, Robert Kiyosaki came out with a book, Cash Flow Quadrants. You may be familiar with him, where his first book was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, where he spoke on the need to become an entrepreneur. And that's what I'm about to talk about today. But he also spoke on another book, his second book that came out, and I want to apologize, I'm turning off my ringers. His second book that came out was Cash Flow Quadrants. I added new apps and I can't find my settings. Okay, anyway, Cash Flow Quadrants, where he spoke of cash is flowing in different ways in your household. You are either an employee, where you're trading time for money. You have a job, a job, which is based on your efforts. And then sometimes you get burnt out and say, man, I could do that. So now you become self-employed, where now you own the job, but you're still trading time for money. And 5% of the wealth is made in those quadrants. Or you want to evolve and become a business owner where you own the systems, you have a team, and you have leverage. Or an investor where your money goes to work for you. And on the right side of the quadrant is where wealth, 90% of those who are wealthy make it in a business and investment. We're going to show you how to go from an employee, a part-time self-employed, to eventually building up a team and plugging into a system to become a business owner, and then using the money and the cash flow from your business and putting it to work as an investor. And the business model I want to share with you that's helping people with that is MWR Financial, which stands for MWR, Make Wealth Real. We have a true proven system that's showing people how to become first generation millionaires. And we're talking about cash flow millionaires, not paper millionaires. Now, that's a whole different conversation. A lot of people have a net worth of $1 million, but they're not liquid. We're showing folks how to become cash flowing millionaires with this amazing process within MWR Financial. Let's talk about first shifting our thought process so we can shift the activity. See, we were taught to go to school, get a good education, so you could get a good, secure job. How many of us heard that before? Absolutely, we've heard it before. And guys, that was in the industrial age. That was around the time when our parents and our grandparents were taught in school how to become an employee, a worker. And you work in manufacturing and they set you up with pensions. So you put in your 10, 20, 30 years. Well, correction, 30, 40, 50 years, you retire. They give you a pension that'll take care and sustain your livelihood. Ladies and gentlemen, that's no longer in existence. Pensions are gone. They plugged in something called a 401k and said, take care of yourself. It's up to you to put yourself in a position for a retirement. Now, here's the thing, guys. What they didn't tell us is 1/3 of the income we generate is going towards taxes. Guys, taxes is our #1 expense. I ordered some food the other day. And I'm a cook. I love to cook, but yesterday I just didn't feel like it. So I ordered some Caribbean food. Man, taxes is something else. I mean, when you order from them Grubhubs and all that, man, them fees, you might as well go to the grocery store. But anyway, I digress. But here's my thing. You're taxed when you're born. You're taxed when you eat. You're taxed when you go to the bathroom. You're taxed when you die. You're always taxed. And rich people, wealthy people are always trying to find a way to reduce their taxes. We're not telling you to avoid or eliminate or tax evasion. That's illegal. But we're going to show you how to put yourself in a position where you don't have to overpay on taxes. And then credit. See, while 1/3 of our income is going toward taxes, now we got to build credit to sustain or offset the difference, putting us into deeper debt, which is where the rest of the income goes, leaving you with only the crumbs to use for saving and investing. Think about that. All your income you generate is going towards all these resources. Now you're left with crumbs to learn where to put it so you can invest. They have a bunch of folks who are amateurs out here participating and really just giving their money to folks to say, hey, set me up for retirement, which is why Forbes magazine came out with an article. And this is very interesting. The greatest retirement crisis in American history is happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, look around us. We can see it. We're in the precipice of the greatest retirement crisis in the history of the world. In decades to come, we will witness millions of elderly Americans and baby boomers and others slipping into poverty. We're witnessing it right now. I challenge you to go to Walmart or any other box store and identify who's at the registers, who's at the door checking your receipts. It's not that they want to be there, ladies and gentlemen, and it's no disrespect. We just was taught a broken system. Market Watch says most Americans are one paycheck from living in the streets. We're witnessing it right now due to a situation, a pandemic, where folks were forced not to work. And you lose one check, okay, two checks, but weeks, months without a paycheck. Now you have folks popping up tent cities all over the world. People are becoming homeless. People are losing everything, unfortunately. And guys, I'm not bringing you doom and gloom. I'm pointing out a reality. See, my mentor said, if you want to become rich, wealthy, you have to identify a problem. Once you identify that problem and find a solution to that problem and make it available to the masses, then wealth is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pointing out a financial cancer, a serious problem that's taking place in North America. And the good news is we have a solution. We have the better system. What our mission is to provide you the strategies and experts used by the wealthy. See, everyone is not struggling and everyone's not broke. The rich keeps getting richer, the poor is getting poorer. There's a book came out, Why We Want You to Be Rich, by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. And they spoke of there's going to be just two types of people, the rich and the poor. And ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing that. So you have to decide, what are you going to be? You're going to be rich, you're going to be poor. Middle class is shrinking. So we're going to show you how to utilize the systems of the wealthy to offset this broken tax credit, banking, and educational system that teaches you to be an employee, which is why 78% of the American population is living paycheck to paycheck. 70% of our American population are overpaying on taxes, 80% have bad credit, and 90% are buried in debt. And due to that situation, we don't have people saving money. So by the time they're 65, 70% of Americans only will have about $5,000 in the bank. So they're forced not to retire, and they got to work until they pass away, until they die. Ladies and gentlemen, it stops now. We are on an absolute mission to educate and inform people that you don't have to be part of the status quo. You don't have to just get by. You don't have to be living a lifestyle of living paycheck to paycheck or paycheck to Monday. It stops today. And it all begins with our instant pay raise, guys. See, if you're a W-2 employee, I'm talking to my W-2 employees right now, over 150 million W-2 employees, we're going to show you how to get an instant pay raise as early as your next paycheck. See, understand this. You're overpaying on your taxes. We're going to show you how to stop overpaying on your taxes, giving the government your money to work with all year long. And then at the end of the year, we file this thing called a tax refund. And guess what? If you look at the tax refund, line 75, it states clearly, this is the amount you overpaid all year long. Now that you know better, we'll do better. Don't feel bad. You might want to be mad because they should have taught this to you. Your accountant should have said, hey, listen, you need to get a business. If you have a financial advisor or an accountant or a tax preparer who's been doing your taxes all these years and never told you to start a home-based business, I need you to fire them right now via text message, all right? Because they don't care about your money. Understand this, guys. The IRS has been taking your money and they don't even say thank you. We're going to show you how to shift that money back into your bank account. See, we have certified experts who's going to adjust your W-4. They're going to look at your taxes, look at your last few returns, tax filings, and they're going to adjust your W-4. So now you can literally go to your HR Monday and not ask for an increase in your pay. They got to do it by law. Understand this, guys. See, we're going to show you how to leverage the home-based business tax deduction, publication 535, and this is what it states. You qualify as a home-based business as long as you have the intent to generate a profit, You are actively participating in your business, like joining and participating on these webinars. You're properly keeping records. We give you systems, TaxBot, to help you with that. And you're only claiming expenses that's ordinary and necessary. By doing this, you now have access to almost over 400 tax deductions, potential deductions. We're going to have our experts show you how to turn your normal personal expenses and make them into business expenses. Let me understand. Let me just break this down to you. See, rich people, wealthy people, you hear them say they make millions and don't pay taxes. It's because on paper, they know the paper game. It's a paper game. They know as a business owner, everything goes through their business. So they pay for everything through their business. And whatever's left over is what they get in the salary, and that's what they're taxed on. So if they made 100,000, just speaking hypothetically, and 70,000 of that money went towards business expenses, and they paid themselves only 20,000, they're only being taxed on $20,000. You see the difference? So now your mileage becomes a tax write-off. Your cell phone becomes a tax write-off. This is not just something to talk to people. This is a business device. Your internet is a tax write-off. When you go and have lunch, breakfast, dinner, it's not just having dinner, it's a business meal. It becomes a tax write-off. You don't go on vacation anymore. You go on a business trip to Hawaii from now on. Understand this, your medical insurance becomes a tax write-off. A portion of your home becomes a tax write-off. Guys, you can, if you have children up to the age of 17, this is huge. If you have children, instead of you personally paying for their education in private schools, their clothing, their extracurricular activities, food, which is the highest expense with children. Now you set up a bank account for them where you hire them as your employee at your home-based business. So now they're cleaning up around your home-based business and you're paying them a salary up to $12,000, $12,500 a year. They don't have to file, but you can write it off as a business expense. And now you could teach them how to stroke or run a car, whatever, balance a checkbook, and pay for their own sneakers, pay for their own karate classes. Guys, that's huge. We don't just talk about it. We have a system, myinstantpayraise.com. We're going to send that over to you. Whoever invited you onto this will share this with you. You can put in your numbers and you'll be able to see yourself, whereas the average $300 to $600 a month in an instant pay raise. We have folks like my good friend and partner, Sean, who's bringing in an extra $200, $300 a month. We have other partners who's bringing in $400, $500. This one individual, $800 a month. It's based on your situation, but what can you do with that money that you're giving to the government where you could bring it home? You could pay off debt. You could tithe more. You could travel. You could change your zip code with an extra $600 a month. But ladies and gentlemen, this is just the beginning. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's go more into detail of our amazing membership. See, we have a membership called Financial Edge. It's the most comprehensive financial service in the marketplace. We have 4 different quadrants of our membership. The first one is Money Max, which is what I was just went over, where you speak into certified CPAs, CFPs, ENAs. You're like, what the heck is that? $200, $300 an hour to speak to these individuals. See, they say if you want to avoid the masses from having access, outprice them, price them out of the system. $200, $300 an hour. Instead of calling a CPA's EFP, you call Cousin Junebug and say, man, what should I do about should I lease a car or buy a car? Should I do an LLC or S Corp? See, these are money questions and conversations that can make you millions or cost you millions. Now with this membership, you have the peace of mind knowing you have access to these individuals who can advise you accordingly. They're even going to look at your last 3-year taxes and see if you left money on the table and get it back into your pocket. I want you to say, my pocket. They're going to put that money back into your pocket. And everything I'm about to share with you puts money in your pocket. We also have Credit Max. Guys, credit is everything. When you buy a house, lease a house, they run your credit. Buy a car, lease a car, they run your credit. Some jobs won't even hire you if your credit is not up to par. You go get a utility bill, oh, they're running your credit. So credit is everything. If you're moving and shaking in life, you want to make sure you establish good credit. Here's the thing. You either have great credit, good credit, where you're treated in VIP, you have low interest rates, low down payments, you got low insurance premiums. But if you have bad credit, and understand this, bad things happen to good people. Credit is not forever. You can always restore it, rebuild it, and repair it. Understand that. Where our experts are going to do all the work. You simply send your credit report over to them, and they go to work to improve your credit score 50, 150 plus points. We have folks who's going from 500 to 600, 700, 800 credit score due to Credit Max, ladies and gentlemen. By improving your credit score by just 29 points, you're lowering your interest rate on your automobiles, your credit cards, your mortgage. That's money back in your pocket. True value is what we're talking about here with this membership. Equity Max, guys, debt. Oh no man. That's scripture. That's biblical. Oh no man. So what we're going to do is get rid of debt. Understand this, guys. We're going to have your mortgage, your car note, your cell phone, your credit cards, your medical bills, put them into the Equity Max system and reduce it from 20, 30 years to a third of that time frame. I want you to see this. We have folks on our conference call. I'm doing two illustrations, and I'm gonna zoom this up. I'm gonna go real fast. So we have two individuals. You have the individual one who use normal creditors, where you have $209,000 in debt, and individual two who's part of our Equity Max system, same $209,000 in debt. They both have a monthly expense of $2,985. Creditor one uses the normal creditor, which most people utilize, where they stretch their credit out for over 29 years and they pay over $233,000 in interest. Money out of pocket. And then you have creditor two who utilizes Equity Max with our proven system, reducing the 29 years to 7 years, where they're only paying $73,000 in interest, putting over $160,000 back into your pocket. What would you do with an extra $159,996.16? Ladies and gentlemen, that's money you can use to build wealth. That's money you can use to purchase cash flowing investment properties or whatever it is you want to do with your money. But more importantly, you put cash flow back into your pocket, $292,985 that you've been spending in bills. Write this down. Debt is the middleman between you and wealth. Debt is the middleman between you and wealth. You work, you pay bills, you don't pay towards your wealth. Get rid of the middleman. Your work you put towards investments, and you become wealthy. We're going to use Equity Max to get rid of the middleman, which is pretty daggone exciting, guys. And then here's the question. We created cash flow for you, money back in your pocket with Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max. What do you do with that money now, that extra $500 or $1,000, $2,000? In the scenario we just went in, we put $2,985 back into your pockets, plus the $600 from Money Max, and then reducing your credit usually puts about $300. What do you do with that money? See, we weren't taught Wealth 101. We weren't taught how to put your money to work. So we'll go back, just like they're so willing to give you a stimulus check, because they know that stimulus money is coming right back to them. How you mess up the system is take that money and put it into a business. We'll talk about that at another time. But here's the deal. We're going to put you on with our Wealth Max team. These are certified wealth experts. They're going to put together a strategy to help you to become a cash flowing millionaire. We're going to introduce you to becoming your own bank with our self-banking system. It's called a private reserve account. It's the best way to save, grow, and protect your money tax-free, with no risk of loss. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, most of us are taught, remember, they got rid of the pension, so they showed you this thing called a 401k and IRA. It's tax deferred. So you're putting money in there, and I'm not knocking it. If your job is matching your dollars, put money in there, max it out, but don't overpay in it. Because here's what's going to happen. You're not being taxed now. Your money is growing in there, and your money at its highest peak is going to be taxed at its higher amount. Right now, taxes is at an all-time low, but do you agree, because of all this happening in this world, taxes are going up? Absolutely. Trust me. And when do you want your money to be taxed? When you're about to retire and no longer making money? Or right now while you're in your profiting, money-making years? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a whole another lesson. And we're also going to introduce you to land banking. All that I just went over for $79.97, that covers you and your spouse. There's no contracts, no setup fees. You don't have to choose like some companies. I just want to get my credit done. I just want to get my debt eliminated. It's a la carte. It's a full comprehensive membership for less than $3 a day. Guys, the service makes absolute sense. I encourage you to get the membership. Let us, our experts, go to work towards helping you solidify your financial foundation. But here's what I will share with you. You can get there faster by making more money. And in order to leverage the Money Max, getting your instant pay raise, you have to be involved with a home-based business. And what better home-based business than MWR Financial, where we're sharing with people how to have a complete financial makeover. Guys, this is exciting. We have an opportunity where by just simply sharing this information, you put yourself in a position to generate a guaranteed, immediate, leveraged, residual passive income. We get paid on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and a monthly basis. Think about that. We get paid daily, weekly, and monthly. Cash flow is king. Let's talk about this real quick so we can wrap this up. And we have another webinar. Oh man, I turned off my phone. I don't know what time it is. We have another webinar that's going to be taking place today at 1 o'clock for those who see this opportunity, guys, because here's the deal. When you empower somebody with this amazing service, giving them access to the experts, you're going to make $40 for each of those individuals. Once you do 3 customers, your membership becomes free. So your $79.97 goes away. And then every membership after that, you sign them up, and every month after that, they maintain their membership. You're getting $10, $10, $10, $10, $10. You don't even know who those folks are. Well, correction, I'm ahead of my mind. I'm speaking slowly. So you're going to make $10 in residual for every member you personally sell. And then your customers can get their membership for free by referring 3. So as your customers refer 3 people, 5 people, because they want their membership for free, guess what? You're going to get $40, $40, $40, $40 in residual, not residual, but income from what your customers referred. That's called leverage. I want you to understand this, and this is so important before I go to the next phase. In order to be able to walk away and have coconut money, meaning that making money in your sleep, you must have leverage and you must have residual income. Write that down, please. If you don't have leverage and residual income, then you are solely responsible for your income. And if you stop working, you don't get paid. So let me talk about more leverage, where you can build a team. Who do you know who wants to take control of their finances? Who do you know that wants to stimulate their economy and their household? You know 3 individuals, you share this with them because you care. And once they come on board, the company gives you a momentum bonus of $150. Everything we do, we keep it very simple and we duplicate it. So the same way we brought on those 3 partners, we're going to help them identify their 3 partners. And once that takes place, you're going to get an additional $450. You don't even know who these folks are, but we plug them into the 1 o'clock webinar. So when these 3 come on board, they invite their folks. Now they bring their folks on. You make $450. And then at 4 o'clock, we have another webinar. So now these folks that came on board will invite their folks, and they bring on 3 people. They're excited because they made $150, and it just keeps duplicating, but you made $900. So now you just made a total of $1,500, and we can literally do that this weekend. The company gives you 90 days to get this done. We can literally do that this weekend, because we're closing out the month of February, and I'm compounding, putting presentations in front of you. Your job is simply to invite people in front of it. Every time you bring on a partner, we have an expansion bonus. You make up to $125 for every individual you personally enroll. And as they bring on new partners, you have coded bonuses down through infinity up to $75 paid out. And as they sell memberships, you remember $79.97, you're going to get a residual of up to $8 for every member on the books. Guys, this compensation plan is amazing. Not only that, as you bring on partners and you help them to succeed, the company's going to help you in terms of giving the 25% check match. There's an incentive. Help enough people get what they want, you never have to worry about what you want. Understand that. We have a car program, which is exciting, getting $500, $1,250, or $3,000 in a car program, whereas this is what's cool. We don't anchor you down to going to buy a car. Some companies require that you get a white BMW or a black Benz or a pink Cadillac. No, we're going to put that money in your bank account. Once you qualify at that, if you qualify, $500 drops into your bank account. Well, as little as 40 people on your team. 40 people on your team, you're getting a $500 car bonus. This is crazy. All right, let me talk about the guaranteed income, and we're going to wrap this up, guys, okay? So this right here is the most exciting part. A guaranteed income. It's like a salary. You know, you can set a budget on a guaranteed income. Most people want to fire their boss, but they're attached to the check. They're like, man, I got guaranteed bills. I need a guaranteed check. We're about to show you how to get a guaranteed income. Every person you bring on board is the equivalent of 3 points. When Jenny came on board, she got her membership, and that's 2 points, and the website is 1 point. That's 3 points altogether. So Jenny, Lisa, and John gets on board. That's a total of 9 points. That's $5 a day, $150 guaranteed every month, plus one outside customer. Now, here's what's so powerful about this, because folks say, man, $150 is not a lot of money. I need you to understand that's the equivalent of saving $40,000 and not touching it and accumulating 5% interest rate. And your bank is not giving you 5%. So what's easier, to find or save up $40,000, whereas the average person can't save $5,000, or find 3 like-minded partners who's sick and tired of being sick and tired? I say get 3 people. And then we duplicate that, guys. Everything we do, we duplicate. So you help your 3 individuals identify their 3 partners that they want to ride with. And then you now have 12 people. You're making $20 a day, $600 a month. I could stop right there. That's $7,200 a year added to your bottom line. I want you to understand this, guys. $600 is significant. Most people who filed bankruptcy said, if I just had an extra $300 to $600, I would have avoided bankruptcy. So our goal is to help everybody get to $600 immediately. Let's get you to 600, Project 600. Because once we help everyone get to 600, they're excited, they're making money, but guess what else happens? You start duplicating in your business, because everyone who gets to 600 has to bring on 12. So now you're making $3,000, $6,000. Next thing you know, you're making $30,000 a month. Can we say freedom? I don't care what part of the country you live in. If you're making a residual $30,000 a month, you should have a pretty decent lifestyle. Okay, but it gets better. We have a presidential bonus. Remember when I showed you how to find 3 to get 3 to get 3? That puts you into the presidential club. Same points, 250 points. You're getting an additional $500. Of course, you had that $500 car bonus. It just accumulates, and it goes all the way up to $100,000 a month. Cash flowing millionaire. See, a lot of people say they want to become a millionaire, but they don't have a blueprint to make it happen. We have a blueprint. If it took you 5, 10 years to get to this, and you're making $100,000 a month, $83,333.33 is a millionaire. You're a cash flowing millionaire. I need you to understand that. So, and then you help your team get to the presidential club. They're going to give you a 50% check match. Help the team. So you help people get to 500, you're making 250. Help 10 people get to 500, that's $2,500 in presidential bonuses. Let me break this down to a six-figure formula, and we're going to wrap this up, guys. So everyone wants to get to six figures. The reality is six figures used to be a significant number, but $250,000 in today's society is the new six figures. And we have a formula for that. But let me show you how to get to six figures. If you are ready to go after this thing and talk to the 40, 50, a million individuals who don't have a job right now, you'll be able to find 12 people. You can do that this weekend. I'm pushing the envelope for you. You put folks in front of the webinars like you did. I'm gonna do one just like this, probably better, probably, it don't matter. But you put them in front of this, you find 12 people who say, man, I wanna come on board. You're making $20, $600 a month. And to help those 12 get 5, those 5 get 3, those 3 get 2, you got $612 people on your team. All you need is 584 people to make $200 a day, $6,000 a month, guaranteed. Question: with your current living expenses right now, would $6,000 make you in a position where you can fire your boss? It might take you 90 days, it might take you 6 months, it might take you 2 years. But to get to this position is pretty solid. But not only that, you also qualify for the presidential club. With the same 584 people, you're making $2,500. You're now making $102,000 a year. $8,500, but you also qualify for the car bonus of $3,000, so that's $11,500 a month. Guaranteed income, $138,000 a year. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there, how do you get started? Let's wrap this up. $99 to get involved with this opportunity, one-time investment of $99, plus $40 for the state-of-the-art website where you market, track your business, all that good stuff. You have access to our compensation plan, plus you want to get the membership with the Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. That's $79.97 for you and your spouse. So the total investment today is $228.97, 230 bucks. You're in business. Ladies and gentlemen, when I first went into business over 3 decades ago, I started a commercial cleaning company. The commercial vacuum cleaner cost me over 250 bucks. And that wasn't the best one. And the monthly expense, because it's a business, your overhead is $119.97, 120 bucks. That's your membership plus the 40 bucks. But once you get 3 customers, this goes away. So it's only 40 bucks as a set cost to build a 6-figure, 7-figure business. It's everything you need to succeed, guys, and we guarantee your success. If you plug into the plan of action and our strategies and experts aren't able to save or protect you or save or make you more money in 130 days, we're going to give you a full refund. Come on, who does that? Why can we do this? Because documentation beats conversation. We have proven documented success. We know we can make you money and save you money. So it's not a question of if, it's just a matter of you getting plugged in. So now the question is this: as I said in the beginning, it's time to make a decision. There's usually 3 types of folks who look at this. The first person is a 3, text your individual who invited you. I'm a 3, I'm out, I'm good. My credit is good, my money is good, I'm good. And that's all good. I need you to understand this, guys. We don't want to destroy relationships. Our job is just to share and collect educated decisions. You have made it to the end of this presentation, so you are well informed. Now you can make an educated decision. If you're out, hey, thank you. Thank you for showing up and making an informed decision. No hard feelings. You can still come to the cookout. All right, number 2 is the person who says, man, I need this membership and I needed it yesterday. I want to fix my credit. I need to go buy a house. If that's you, we want to get you in a position. Let's get you set up, and we can get you set up within a few minutes. And the number one person says, man, I'm ready to join this movement. I know so many people who can use this service. I can use this service, and I want to make $11,500 and go get this 584 people. If that's you, I say, welcome to the team. High five. I want to speak with you, and let's put together a game plan to invite your folks onto today's webinars. We're doing another one just like this. We're winding it back at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's another hour or two, whatever. I don't even have time. And then the next one is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, guys, I want to thank you and welcome you to the MWR Financial family. The time is now for you to decide to take control of your financial future. Get back with the person who invited you on right now and get plugged in. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you. God bless and take charge.